Hi guys, today I just quickly want to talk to you about why sunglasses are a no-no. So as much as I love my sunglasses and I've got tons of funky ones, I actually wear them very, very rarely. In fact, for sort of the first 2 years of my healing, I just completely got rid of them. And that is because sunglasses prevent the sun from going into the eyes. Obviously, that's the idea. But our eyes, our irises, actually are photoreceptors. And the sun, as anything that has been made by God, creation, God, goddess, all that is, has a purpose, a very important purpose, and that is it feeds our mitochondria, it feeds our cells. At the heart of the cell is the mitochondria, and it feeds the cell. So that is why, we all love being outdoors. We all feel great when we spend the day outdoors, especially on the beach or in the mountain where there's a lot of ionization going on. And, we all know that intrinsically, but I think so often we forget just how important it is. And because all of us spend way too much time indoors, we spend way too much time on electronic devices which emit blue light, which is actually damaging to the mitochondria. So we need to nourish our cells and ourselves with sunlight. And so the first thing that I did, or one of the first things that I did once I started my detoxification and healing process, as I learned about the sunshine nourishment, and as you know, there's civilizations that have practiced sun gazing. In fact, the yogis regularly practice sun gazing, and I used to do that in India when I studied yoga 20 years ago. And it's quite amazing. That's something that you can then eventually get into. But as a first step, simply stop wearing your sunglasses. I mean, I know we all love our sunglasses, and we all love, because again, it hides. And instead reveal yourself to the world, reveal yourself to the sunshine, and try and get especially early morning sun. So what I used to do is every morning as a practice, get up out of bed, and for 10-15 minutes just be outside in the garden, walk barefoot, and just soak up the sun rays that are coming through. If you can't do the first thing in the morning, then just try and work that in somehow. And even if it's just 10-15 minutes every day, ideally go for a longer walk, or do what you can, but be aware, become aware. And so even when you're driving, like today, I found these, I hadn't worn these in ages, and I thought, okay, let me just wear them today. But actually, I don't even really have sunglasses in the car anymore, because I now, I made a point of always driving without them. And it's amazing how the eyes, initially my eyes were very, very sensitive. And now my eyes can completely do without sunglasses, other than in those extreme cases where at a certain time the sun shines, directly into your eyes and whatever. So it's, don't blind yourself, but the point is expose yourself to sunshine more and more and more. Another great practice is, again, walking barefoot on the ground, in the dirt, on your grass, and consciously soak up the ions of the ground, soak up the energy of the ground. And I know that these practices, like I heard about them previously for years, and obviously, in all my energy books and whatever it was described, and I always kind of put it down to like, how big of a deal, how big of a difference can that make? But the point is, it does make a big difference, and I noticed it immediately within the first week of really consciously exposing my eyes to sunlight and consciously feeding and allowing myself to be fed from the sunlight. I really felt a big difference. And the other thing that has been amazing is to, again, walk barefoot on the ground, and especially if you can, when you can, walk barefoot on sand by the ocean where the wet part is. So here, luckily, we live in Cape Town, and you know, even in winter we get to have beautiful walks on the beach. And walking with your bare feet in the sand, in the wet sand, ideally when the sun shines, it's really feeding to the whole organism, because to the whole body, because the wet sand acts as a conductor, and the sunshine, so there's actually an electric sort of conductivity. We become the conduit, and this energy flows through us, from the sun through us into the earth and back. So it forms a complete circle. And when you consciously engage with that, you really feel fed. And that's why most people love walking on the beach and feel energized and feel joyful and happy after that. And that's because it feeds us. It feeds our soul. It feeds our energy body. So there's so much more than food that can truly feed us. And when we start feeding into it, that is when the magic happens. And like I said, I didn't believe in it, or I didn't believe that it would make a huge difference. But practice it and you'll start feeling the benefits. And I'll post some more videos later on various things. And if you've got questions, please ask so that I know what to post on. Love you.